So the Home Depot CEO issues stark warning to its customers, and I can't really blame them. I mean, for what's going on in the world today, it's just absolutely insanity to me. And we're just going to get into it. But before we do, I want to let you know this is from the Sun, and the writer of this article is Cheyenne. I don't like just coming on and ripping off people's stuff, so I'm going to give them credit. The U.S. Sun. So basically, what's happening is theft at the Home Depot has been insane. It's not just the Home Depot; it's basically every store. And in certain communities, you're going to see more than you would in other communities, depending on the laws and the punishments when it comes to these crimes. And basically, what's happening is not only is the Home Depot getting ripped off constantly, there's people that are losing their lives over this now, and it's absolutely insanity. So basically, what the CEO, Ted Decker, says on CNBC's Squawk Box is that the trend has become a big problem in retail. Well, no kidding. Everybody knows that. This isn't a random shoplifter where it used to be that you could take something and just put it in your pocket and you're like, oh, this lollipop looks really good, but I can't afford the 25 cents. No, this is blatant walking in, and I'll tell you about the gentleman here that stole $800 worth of pressure washers. 3 of them. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Puts them in a buggy, and they blatantly walk out on the store. It's just the most insane thing, and there's no repercussion. There's no consequence to this. So there was 2 employees recently, December 1st. One was 83 years old. And you got to understand something. I'm Gen X. So usually my generation, if we see something that we don't agree with, or we say, hey, listen, that's not legit, that's not cool, we usually stand up and say something. Now, 83-year-old, you're talking baby boomer. And they're twice as much as Gen X when it comes to standing up and saying, listen, this is BS, put the crap back. But the 83-year-old, when he went and confronted this person about the receipt, that's all he did. Say, hey, listen, can I see your receipt? The guy throws him to the ground, and the guy loses his life. His name is Gary Razor. 26-year-old Blake Mose, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing these right. He was shot. I'm surprised I can even say it on YouTube. They'll probably just bury this video because I said that. Shot. He's no longer with us anymore because these people are walking in and they're just stealing this stuff. Now, how does that affect us? Well, we all know that prices are going up. And don't get me wrong, a lot of this does have to do with theft. It also has to do with, corporate greed. So let's not blame it all on here, but this plays a very huge role in your prices going up. Now, the former Home Depot CEO, Bob Nardelli, described it as an epidemic. Yeah, this is organized crime. This is no longer just your random shoplifter that needs to pick up a bolt, or maybe steal a Ring doorbell. But what's happening now is when you go into the Home Depot, we've already talked about this, you can't buy a drill, you can't buy a bat ray, you can't buy an impact driver without talking to the manager, the cashier. They come on, they unlock it, and then they walk you to the counter like you're a child. And they don't trust you. I don't blame them. But this is where we're at in society. Somebody needs to run in, they're doing work. Hey, I need to buy this new drill, and now I got to wait around. But now, not only are they doing it with the bigger ticket items, they're going to start doing it with the lower ticket items, the $50 to $60 to $80. If you try to buy a Ring doorbell right now, you have to get the little tag, you bring it up to the cash register, and then they take it out of their locked area, and they hand you the Ring doorbell. This is getting to the point of insanity, but there might be some hope to this. There might be some light at the end of the tunnel because now they're starting to crack down on this. Last year, they passed in the Congress a bill. And basically what they're doing here is it's the Informed Consumers Act. And they're requiring online marketplaces such as eBay, Amazon to verify and share financial and identifying information from high volume third-party sellers, or those with more than 200 transactions and $5,000 in revenue in a 12-month period. Now, let me explain. If you are buying Rigid from eBay, Ryobi tools from eBay, they are licensed to sell under the Home Depot and maybe 1 or 2 other places such as, Tool Outlet Direct or Tool Direct Outlet, whatever they're called. There are a couple other places other than the Home Depot that are licensed to sell those tools. And that's it. If you're finding a store on eBay that's constantly selling this stuff, well, it's probably hot. I'm just being honest with you. Even Amazon, they're not licensed to sell on Amazon or eBay. So you might be buying, you could be purchasing stolen goods. But what does this really mean at the end of the day? Well, now they're hiring more security guards at Home Depot. So now you're going to feel like a thief, even if you're honest. And I'll give you an example. When I go to Walmart, I pay with my card or my cash, and I hold on to my receipt very closely because I know that I'm going to feel like a criminal as soon as I go to the door. If I don't have somebody scan that receipt, I feel like I'm walking out like I stole something. It is horrible that you feel like a thief even though you were being honest. And there's another effect to this. Usually, if I need to buy razors for my face, I won't support my local community store like Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS, or whatever, because I don't want to wait 10 to 15 minutes for somebody to come and open up a security gate, give me my razors, and then have to deal with all that. It's easier for me just to wait a day before I need it and then order on Amazon. And that's where all the money's going, is Amazon. The problem with this is that the communities need to step up. The communities need to do something. If there's no consequence, if there's no punishment, what is going to stop these people from doing this stuff? What is going to stop them from going in and ripping off all of these stores and then raising the prices on us? And what people don't realize is that if you're a contractor and you have to go in and you have to pay more for something, or you have to wait longer, time is money. This is getting passed on to the consumer, the person that hired that contractor. They're the ones that have to bear the brunt of this. And it's almost getting to the point that it's almost ridiculous at this point. They're locking out $50, $60, and $80 products that you used to be able to go in and buy. Now you have to wait for how long? How is this going to, I don't know how you fix this other than the communities meeting with their local law enforcement officers and saying, listen, we are putting an end to this. And I'm just not seeing that happen in a lot of communities. And it's a real shame because we're the ones that are paying for this. Now, again, I will say that we're seeing the price increases on tools and everything else. And does retail theft play a role in that? Yes, absolutely. I also believe there's a little bit of price gouging. It's not just a Home Depot, Lowe's, but it's probably a lot of the manufacturers. And everybody got their hand out, right? The price is going up. I see the sales going down. Nobody's buying like they used to a year or 2 years ago because people just can't afford it. But this does not help. So I want to let you know that because of scumbags like this and the communities that are letting people go without punishing them for doing this, we're the ones that are going to suffer now. You're going to have to deal with more security increase. You're going to feel more like a criminal walking into the store. And it's going to be more of a hassle for you to go in and buy the cheaper items, the 50, the 60, the pipe fittings. And unfortunately, now you got people just going in there to do their job and they're losing their lives because of this stuff. It is absolute. What is going on in this world? But I want to know what you think. I'm just letting you know, bringing you the news. You know, it's going to get tougher for the honest folk to go in there and just buy something now. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and share this video out. Talk to your community leaders. You know, if you don't want to pay more for things, if you want to see this get nipped in the butt, reach out. Tell them you've had enough. It's ridiculous. I know I have. It's just getting to the point that it's too much. Let me know what you think. We'll be back with more videos soon.